Come on, pick me up, you stinky lady.
Where are you?
Wait, there should be a totem down in the bottom. Oh, I found it. I know it is.
A few moments later.
Nice, Cheryl. Good job, Cheryl. Holy crap, you legend. I've stunned her again. Get out of here, you. What is going on, you guys? Novos here. Today I'm going to be bringing you episode 7 in my series of fixing the Dead by Daylight community. I do want to say this series is for you guys, Survivor and Killer mains alike, so that we can all have better quality matches. Today we're going to be looking at the Survivor side of things, and I'm going to be showing you how we went from this to this. As always, guys, if you are enjoying the content, make sure to leave a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments if you're enjoying this side of the perspective, and we'll get right into the game. So we are going to have teammate cam instead of survivor cam to show you what my teammates are doing during the time that I have this first chase. I do also want to mention that this player is a no-ad user and did face camp at the end of the game, and I want to show you guys how we got around that. So right off the get-go, we do actually manage to spot the Huntress and we can hear her. I'm going to be marking for you guys on screen exactly where I see her, and at this point we do hide, and she does wander past us a little bit, and this is definitely a good idea. Unfortunately for us, I get confused and I think she walks away, and she actually sees me, so I managed to pallet stun her and blind her. And while all of this is going on, my teammates decide to start pressuring gens. So you're going to see me break line of sight with the boxes on each side of the pallet, and I do move clockwise towards them away from the killer. So as soon as I hear her breaking the loop, I decide to go off to the mines. I do not greed for the stun here because it will not give me enough time to get over there. We actually lose her, and whilst this is going on, my team are actually working on gens at this point, as I'm going to show you. So we do run off into the mines, and this is a little bit more complicated to navigate. As you can see, the Huntress does decide to persist with this chase. Whilst this is going on, gens are being done, and so she really needs to get this down. Instead, we actually managed to lose her, and we've wasted a lot of her time. If it ran through that pallet, I could stun her. Come through this pallet.
Nice. Teamwork.
I stunned her as well.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yeah, true. So I wanted to talk about the events leading up to this moment. So I wanted to also explain why I'm standing still here. I stand still here because I'm afraid that the Huntress may have barbecue. Barbecue allowing players to be seen from a far distance after hook. A lot of killers like to run this so they know exactly where they want to put pressure, and it definitely helps with that. I want to talk about a mistake the Huntress does make here, and that is definitely staying in chases for way too long. After the first down, she actually has already lost 3 gens and is actually in the phase of losing 2 more gens, 1 on each side of the map. And this is definitely a massive mistake made by her, committing to chases for way too long instead of actually going to gens and actually regressing them. So I'm also going to talk about here the setup that was made. I actually tell my teammate to come through the pallet, and this allows a very easy access for me to then body and take full aggression away from the chase of my teammate who is already injured. I already know this purely because of the Huntress lullaby as they were coming towards the gen. Whilst this goes on though, we actually get a gen completion from across the map by our Cheryl, which is a really good job, and I also have a gen at about 70 to 80% here myself on this side of the map, and this makes it a lot more difficult, especially as a killer, to patrol this. So instead she commits to the chase with the injured teammate and actually downs her instead, and essentially she gives up 2 hooks for 5 gens, which is not good time management from this Huntress. The chases that she committed to were way too long in my opinion, and she should definitely think about reducing this time, and especially when players are able to get away from her, which essentially has happened, thus allowing players to complete generators just like I did. I genuinely feel that this player just really didn't understand where everyone was and didn't understand exactly where or which gen she wanted to control, and this is exactly why she was put in this situation, which is unfortunate for her. But now we're going to be moving into the end game phase and how we deal with the last setup that she has. Yeah, here it comes. Go, bye Nora. It's fun knowing
you. Nico! Hey, Nico!
Prioritize Minnie.
It's okay.
Our teammate's coming from the other side. Yeah,
good job!
I'm gonna come get you,
Just go.
So I just want to talk about the end game here. As you can see that the Huntress does have no ed, unfortunately, and she is face camping our teammate on the hook and has slugged our teammate on the ground. I am cleansing a dull totem. Now this is not necessary at all. This is actually really pointless. This is just because I wanted points, so it is a little bit greedy. But something here does happen, something amazing, is you can't really see it, but on the left hand side the Huntress moved towards the mine. Now I didn't really understand this, and then it clicked in my head. Huntress's no-ed is actually on this left hand side, and she was checking it. Normally a totem does spawn on the left hand side, either in the mine or around the mine. So I go to check, and there is no-ed is there, and the reason why no-ed is here and why she goes to check it is because she can see it from where our teammate was slugged on the left hand side of the logs. She could get line of sight, so she could chuck a hatchet if she needed to. So this was actually a very poor decision on this Huntress's behalf. It actually gave it away exactly where no-ed was. So my idea here is to come in and help my teammate who's on the ground, not the player who's on the hook, because I do not have borrowed time. Fortunately for us, the Cheryl comes in who has borrowed time and decides to go and take the unhook, and that is exactly what you want to do, and it is very, very good that she does this. Our unhooked player decides to run off as she takes the BT hit and decides to go over to the other side of the jungle gym to open up the other gates, which is absolutely fine. I then take aggression here, or aggro as you could say, and I decide to run off into my teammate to try and help, to try and heal, and then the idea is basically to come back into the trial once we're healed up. Our Cheryl does follow, our Leon is being chased. So we decide to all double heal up here. So me, the Fang, and the Cheryl, we all decide to heal each other so that we're able to come back into the trial to come in body for our Leon, which is really, really important, especially to get everyone out of this trial. So as you can see, that we actually do come back, all of us, and our Leon has a wonderful dead hard, and I tell him to go through the pallet, and that is absolutely fine. Our Cheryl actually comes in and takes a massive body, and that is the best thing that could possibly happen. I give her a little flash stun to end it, and we all leave the trial. So that's going to wrap everything up. I do want to say thank you guys. This has been honestly so much fun to make, and I really enjoy doing this side of things as well as doing the killer's side. If you are enjoying this type of content from the survivor's perspective, make sure to leave a like and let me know that you want to see more of this for future videos. As always guys, make sure to hit that sub button, and I will catch you guys in the next video.